Welcome back to Luxury Vehicles, the channel where timeless classics, iconic machines, and the world's most treasured automobiles come to life through powerful storytelling and stunning visuals. Today, we're diving into a legend that shaped American muscle culture, a machine that didn't just dominate the roads but carved its name into automotive history with unmistakable style and roaring power. This is the 1967 Ford Mustang GT, a car that even after decades still turns heads, raises heartbeats, and reminds the world why the Mustang name carries so much pride. As the camera glides along its sleek body lines, the first thing that strikes you is the bold, confident stance of the 1967 Mustang GT. Ford redesigned the Mustang this year, giving it a tougher, more muscular look that instantly elevated its presence on the streets. Those widened fenders, the aggressive grille, and the crisp body contours speak a language of power and attitude. It wasn't just a car, you could say it was a declaration. A statement that America was ready to take performance to a higher level. With each shot of the gleaming chrome trim and beautifully sculpted panels, viewers can feel the craftsmanship that went into creating this masterpiece. The 1967 model year marked the birth of a more refined, more advanced, and more capable Mustang. It was the evolution everyone was waiting for, and Ford delivered it with stunning precision. As the camera now moves toward the heart of this beast, we reveal the engine that made the GT badge so meaningful. Under the hood lies Ford's legendary 390 cubic inch V8, a powerhouse that produces thunderous performance. When this engine roars to life, it doesn't just start, it announces itself. It sends vibrations through the steering wheel, through the body, and straight into the soul of anyone lucky enough to grip the keys. The Mustang GT wasn't about quiet luxury, it was built to remind you that driving is supposed to be felt, not just experienced. The rumble of that V8 becomes the soundtrack of the open road. Imagine a long stretch of highway, the kind where the horizon feels endless, and the Mustang's shadow races alongside it. The 390 GT engine delivers the kind of acceleration that makes everything else blur for a moment. It pulls forward with confidence, strength, and a thrill factor that even today's modern muscle cars still respect. This wasn't just performance. This was raw American energy wrapped in steel and passion. Inside the cabin, the 1967 Mustang GT blends vintage charm with a driver-focused layout. The moment you slide into the seat, you're welcomed by a cockpit that feels purposeful and ready. The trio of gauges in the dash, the wood grain accents, the thick-rimmed steering wheel, everything brings you back to an era when driving was simple but thrilling. No massive screens, no endless menus, just the road, the machine, and the driver. It's a reminder of why so many enthusiasts call this one of the purest driving eras in automotive history. But the 1967 GT wasn't just about straight-line power. It offered improved suspension, upgraded brakes, and handling that made it far more capable in corners than earlier Mustangs. Ford wanted the GT to feel athletic, not just aggressive. And they succeeded. Whether cruising through city streets or carving along winding backroads, the car delivered balance, control, and confidence. The Mustang GT became known for offering a complete driving experience, one that brought together power, beauty, and emotion in every mile. The styling alone was enough to cement its place among the greats. The Fastback roofline, the signature dual headlights, the GT fog lamps, the striped package, all of it added to a personality that demanded attention. Whether sitting proudly at a car show or roaring past crowds on a weekend drive, the Mustang GT carried the kind of charisma that no camera could fully capture, but every enthusiast instantly recognized. Decades later, the 1967 Ford Mustang GT remains one of the most collectible and admired classics in the world. It represents an era defined by freedom, rebellion, and the pursuit of performance. It's a car that inspired generations, starred in movies, fueled dreams, and carved its legacy into the pavement of automotive history. For collectors, owning a '67 Mustang GT means owning a living icon. For drivers, it means experiencing the raw, unfiltered joy of old-school muscle. And for enthusiasts, it remains a reminder of what happens when passion and engineering come together perfectly. As the engine rumbles one last time before the video fades, we're reminded that some cars are more than machines, they are chapters of history. The 1967 Ford Mustang GT is one of those rare creations that managed to capture the spirit of its time while becoming timeless. Thank you for watching Luxury Vehicles. If you love legendary classics, powerful muscle, and the stories behind the world's most iconic cars, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new journey. Until next time, keep your passion strong and your engines louder.